Good morning. Today I've got another picture, actually 3 pictures of Tegan again. And I think this was a homecoming dance. I forget what she told me, and she hasn't got back to me, so I don't remember for sure. But she's here with her bestie. And this is Mintay Graceful. And this was a paper that I only had the cut aparts previously, and then the 6x6 paper. And then one day, I think it was on, I don't know, it was either Cherry on Top or the Scrapbook Generation, I found that they had the kit again. So I was able to get it because it's like one of my faves. So I purchased it. And today I'm gonna scrap Tegan on it. Now these pictures are so beautiful and the papers are so beautiful. I was thinking about using this, but you see how she's standing by this window and it's got the branches. It looks like it's early spring, so it's just mostly branches with just some fresh buds on it. And so I just liked how it all looked on this. And because it just kind of seemed like it was, since they're out on their back porch, or actually it's the front porch, I just thought it would be just so pretty seeing all the branches here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And you know, I do like to use the really decorative, but this time I'm not going to. Okay, and I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna like stair step them. And she loved the back of her dress, so I know that's why. She's got a picture of that. So, and then they both got their backs showing here, and then the front here. And I wish her mom would have had to move someplace else to take the front picture because it is kind of shadowed. But we're just gonna go with it anyway. And I'm gonna guesstimate up about 1/2 inch, roughly. Okay, that's a little more than 1/2 inch, but that's okay there. And just make sure it's straight. And I need to go from this side because otherwise it just won't lay down enough. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna go up about 2 and just overlap each picture just a little bit. So I'm gonna go up about 2 inches, maybe just a little more since I went up a little higher on that one side. So I'll go like 2 1/8. Okay, that should be good there. Okay, and this one, I'm gonna put just a little bit more. Probably 3 5/8, I think. Oops, let me get that up here. Okay, I think that looks pretty even there. A little stair stepping. I think she'll really like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do, since I've got them going this way, I'm gonna do a diagonal this way. And I'm kind of keeping it kind of subtle, and then the bunch of flowers that are just a little lighter than her dress. So I'm going to use this little candle holder, or it's kind of, maybe it's a bird cage. I'm not really sure, but I like the colors and everything with it. So I'm just going to kind of overlap it here. And then I've got a floral, and I've got it up on dimensionals. So I've got it on wax paper because I've got a bunch of little pieces of dimensionals, so I thought it would take me forever just to pull off the tapes. So I've just got 2 that I need to pull off this way. And I'm going to, maybe I want to turn it that way. Yeah, I think that's pretty good there. And I'm just going to overlap this little bird cage or whatever it is. And then I have a little bow. Oh, and I forgot to take the little tapes off here. Well, at least there's only 4. Because part of it will be overlapping the flowers. Sometimes they're just hard to get off. But this is, I'll tell you, I had this one set of tapes, and it's the hardest one to deal with. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of tuck this in right here. So it's just kind of overlapping the flowers a little. And then I have a candle holder. And let me see if I can kind of run this down here. Yep. Okay, and I've got just 1 dimensional at the top part because, again, it's going to overlap the flowers. So I just kind of guess where it's going to be, and then put it there and then check it out to make sure it's in the right spot. So I'm going to put the candle there. And then I've got this little bird, and I'm just going to kind of put him kind of where he's standing on maybe this bow or on the flower. I just thought it's appropriate because they're standing there right by the windows and the trees. You'd be seeing all kinds of things out there. They're in that older neighborhood, so you'd see all the animals that run around, like the squirrels and everything. But we have little birds, so that's perfect. And then over here, I'm gonna take this, it's like a lantern again. And I'm gonna put it where it looks like it's hanging from a branch. And I think my branch was roughly right around here. I'm just gonna lay it gently, just in case that wasn't my spot. Just never know. And I think that's it, because I'm gonna put my little ribbon there, but I'm gonna put down this other stuff first. And this is the exact same flower as what's over here. I'm gonna kind of place it differently, because I'm gonna have this little, it's like a little bell, and I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, that's my spot. Because I want it to kind of look like it's kind of wrapped around that lantern. Okay, now how did I have it? Okay. I think about like that. I think that's going to be it right there. Because I want the bell to kind of hang over it. So I think that's good positioning. Okay. And then again, I've got a bunch of dimensionals on here. And I've kind of cut them all different sizes. And because they're all different pieces, I just pulled off the back ahead, so it didn't take me 5 minutes to pull them off. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of run it close to the edge and have that bird right there. And then I've got the bow again. Maybe I just decided I wasn't pulling the tapes off the, the tape backs off the bows. Usually I try to take them all off because I know it's kind of, I always hate to wait. Okay, so now I'm putting that right here. And then I have another little bird. And this is this bird, he's just facing the other direction and he's a little bit smaller. And I know we have a bird up there, but this way we have 3 birds. So I'm just tucking him right in there. And then my title is going to be Today. And I'm going to stick it right in there. And it's kind of understated, but I like how it kind of blends in. It kind of looks like these other wooden things. So it looks like I have 3 of these little wooden things. Even though my bell might be made of something else, it looks, or like these are all like kind of like similar in color, so that's why I thought that looks, I really liked how it looked there. It looked natural with the elements that are here, so I'm gonna just use some of quick dry, or now it's called tacky glue, and just write it all backwards and glue. I kind of wanted to write besties or beautiful, or, but it's like, I kind of like today. And I really love the wood. Okay, and I'm gonna, I know I like to kind of overlap things, but this time I'm not going to this one because I kind of want it centered there between the picture and then the item that's over on this side. And then I've got enamel dots that are Gina Marie, you know, she's my, I love the colors. And I have this one that looks very much like her dress. And then actually they both do. This one's maybe just, I don't know, they're both so close. I think I'm gonna use this one. It's just a little pinker. And I'm just gonna kind of tuck them in here and there, like usual, starting with my 3, and then if I feel like it needs more, I'll add more. And then some up here too. That might be all it needs. Yes, I love it. So, and now I will put the journaling right here when I get that from them. Let's see what they thought of that day. I know she was pretty excited to get to wear this dress, but that's all I know. So, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'll have close-ups at the end.